Alright, we are back after that mess, so back in the game. I love the soundtrack for this game. It's funny how such a really, really fucked up game is actually almost like a comfort game for me. It's like relaxing. It gets really screwed up, but like, there's something about it. This is from that era of games where we were just learning how to like make graphics look really pretty, but like we weren't obsessed with all the craziest little details yet. We just cared about art direction.
If you leap from that table again, Alice, I'll expire. You're 2 times too reckless, my girl.
This is like some desktop wallpaper, or not wallpaper, like this is like screensaver kind of stuff right here. Like, it's so pretty, but like not in like a over the top way where there's like the modern way of doing graphics is like so fucking like in your face, load your eyes with detail and lighting and all sorts of stuff. I don't know. I just really liked when games were a little more restrained and more about the art direction. That's why I play indies.
Amanita muscaria, Alice, is merely a stinky toadstool. A spongy consistency, but poisonous.
I've been down this road before. Good things in small packages?
Though lacking a bathing costume, a plunge in that pool is in order.
My God, I'm shrinking in this potion. Shall I disappear?
Almost. But the upside is that while smaller, you can see things that are nearly invisible to your bigger self.
Ah, I get it. Quite. Forests for the trees. Just the other way round. Short-sighted is more than a matter of perspective.
Look how small she's become, all curled up. She's barely there. A vixen in her hidey-ho.
Vorpal blade.
The Vorpal blade is swift and keen and always ready for service.
I've not come back here looking for a fight.
Really? That's a pity. One's certainly looking for you.
Hello, Hyper.
Ugly, gross, and evil in a single monstrosity.
You missed the intro. It was really crazy. Oh, okay. You were here then? That's good.
A flower's purpose is simple and immutable. Human purpose is fickle, because it is a slave to memory. Memories must be strictly managed, Alice. Unproductive ones must be eliminated.
Oh, that must have been an experience. I do wish we could have gotten a third one. The third game that American McGee had planned. But you know, EA.
Ah, it's you again, Alice. You may approach.
Why would I do that? You want to eat me?
Yes, well, you taught me manners, and I've lost my taste for mad women. Strictly a porcine diet for me. Everything's better with bacon, don't you agree? Of course you do. Now, there are pig snouts scattered about. I heard a few behind the house. Go fetch them for me. But take care for the pests that block your way. Pepper them up if they do. They need spice, and you're just the girl to season them for me. You'll find that grinder serviceable.
Why not season your own pig parts?
Matter of priorities. My alabaster skin needs protection from the disgusting creatures running amok amidst the environs. But one gets peckish. Look, all you have to do is listen for the oink, then shoot the snout. You may like the results. I certainly will.
Alright, so we got the pepper grinder. You have obtained the Duchess's pepper grinder. Spice up your foes and prepare savory snouts. I don't know, she was that big in the first game. I think. Something cool about the effects of the pepper grinder is it actually makes volumetric smoke like that sticks around, and particles that like fly up of like the ash. Anyway, I do not use high physics. I only use medium because if you overdo it, honestly, the effects kind of start to take up the entire screen. I can't see as well if you're using high. But you can see it here. That's medium, and they're like everywhere. Like, there's just so much shit. Even the jumps have effects that just like pepper the screen. Yeah, for its time, this game has some really nice effects. Very pretty.
Thank you so much for the snout. Now go away.
The Tooth Fairy's got stick competition. Because you're always picking up teeth. Remember there being a secret room around here somewhere. There's still enemies nearby. Music doesn't stop until they're gone. The music never stops now. Okay.
Finish your soup, girls. Hold on to it and I'll stay barrel all for it.
I do wonder what American McGee was, like, what his whole rationale was behind stuffing this game with every particle effect known to man. Like, even in this, you got like a snow globe thing with like particles flying around, and like the leaves are falling everywhere, and like, you don't see effects this pronounced all over the place usually in games. It's like, you know, occasionally, it's not everywhere you look. I do wonder why he went that direction. Just interesting to me. I suppose the first game was pretty damn good looking for its time too, honestly, so maybe he's just been ahead of the curve. There's one thing this game does not have over the first one. No, there's very, very few boss fights. In fact, there was a boss fight that was supposed to be there that EA basically said no and canceled, so. But. Something over there. There's that black ooze corruption that we saw at the start of the game.
The railway running through Wonderland sounds charming, but inefficient. Noise and smoke, like snips and snails, perhaps. Best to forget that train. A mock terminus conductor. Oh no, I don't think that would do at all.
Yeah, that kind of sucks because the first game had a lot of boss fights. I have a feeling it was something like boss fights aren't modern, you know, like EA probably was like, boss fights are an archaic relic, you know, of old games. We need it to be modern and new. Probably something like that. They do have some enemies that are pretty spongy that kind of act as bosses that become later on enemies, I guess. Yeah, that's telling you how to upgrade your weapons. But I've already upgraded everything to max, so... Collecting teeth is just kind of fun for me because,
This disaster is either his doing or his epitaph.
they just have a fun sound. Also, it's kind of a habit. Definitely not.
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
I mean, you're gonna see plenty of dead bodies here. Thank you for the redeem. Yeah, I've played this game 4 times and I still don't have everything in the game. Still missing some collectibles. Mainly because you have to, how does this thing even get in here? Yep, 4 times. It's mainly because the collectibles, you have to find them by yourself.
You remember poor Mr. Crook died, didn't he? Dr. Wilson rejects spontaneous combustion, but I trust Mr. Dickens.
I try and go through all of the paths to find them all, but honestly, don't know. I can't seem to find the rest sometimes.
According to the coroner's report on a recent deadly spree, many of the eccentric victims were apparently impaled by a rabid unicorn.
I find it funny how whenever I see a text from you pop up on the screen that is a certain vibe, I can always tell that it's gonna be Gladys. No, I can't.
The Hatter's domain, almost as I remember it.
Appearances, as you know better than most, can be deceiving, Alice.
It's the pepper grinder.
Since your last visit.
Dr. Bumby says change is constructive, that different is good.
The Gatling gun is the pepper
Different
grinder.
denotes neither bad nor good, but it certainly means not the same. Find the Hatter, Alice. He knows more about different than you.
But does he know more about the difference between bad and good?
Making friends, Alice. You're as randomly lethal and entirely confused as you ever were.
I've managed without you so far, Cat. Return to whatever hovels home to you. I'll call if I need you.
Predictably rash. It's not a question of if, Alice, it's when. Now hold on, and as they say, shut up.
So typical.
The fun fact about the Cheshire Cat, since it's never mentioned in the original game... Oh, here's the cool thing, by the way. You get a new dress for every area.
Get that cat some food, he looks like a skeleton.
Suppose I must be grateful nothing's broken.
Every new area has you get a new outfit. I do like that about this game. Lends it some flair. Alright, so, on the topic of the Cheshire Cat, in the original game they never went over where he came from, but in the manual, look at her hair. It's so pretty. Anyway, in the manual, she found the Cheshire Cat as a cat outside of the asylum. There was like a mangy stray that she would occasionally see outside the asylum, and it kind of worked its way into, you know, her mind, and now that's where the Cheshire Cat like hallucination comes from. That's why he looks like a skeleton, because he's a mangy stray that barely ate. Funny that while this game is nowhere near as sort of more crazy / surreal as the first game, it's still way out there, way more creative than most stuff you'll see these days from AAA. Yeah, after seeing this game, I'm sure you do. This is like the perfect layout / avatar for this game, honestly. And the last time I played this game, I don't even think I had an avatar. I think I was just a disembodied voice. I didn't have a layout or an avatar. I don't know, it could be any message, really. It's just a glitch, you can't really tell. Your office smells like sick. Ugh. Shame Spooky's not around. Spooky probably would have liked this game. Yeah. I love the hair physics in this game once you fix it a bit. They're so pretty. Yeah, smoking is gross. It's an addiction, that's how. They can't stop. What if you could get in there? Nope. Nope. Doom, 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 doom. Oh yeah, and the later streams for this game, I'm gonna have to attach a content warning because it gets into some themes that are too much for anybody under 18. Gore is one thing, but it gets into some very traumatic story bits. Hey, hang on, is this new?
I know you hear me, weary child. Use the big arm and let go of that wretched rabbit.
Yes, that was new. Oh, that stutter. I'm gonna have to adjust the I later, but it man, it took me so long to get it running so that it didn't stutter like that. It's a shame that I broke that while I was trying to fix borderless Windows. Oh well. It's easily ignored when I'm having people to talk to, you know. Yeah, these used to be so spongy in the first playthrough. Yeah, the combat system is actually very, fluid. There's even a, parry, I think? Yeah, there it is. Like a shield, or a parry. And there's a couple different weapons. It's more like a hack and slash. The first game is more like a third-person shooter. This plays more like a hack and slash. I still love the first game's third-person shooter elements, though, honestly. Some of the weapons in there are very fun. You keep in mind I'm playing New Game Plus, so you'll have to unlock a lot of these weapons when you first start the game. You just start with the knife and the Gatling gun, that's it. Technically knife and pepper grinder, but you know what I mean. Glad somebody's taking an interest in it, though. Yeah, it's kind of spectacle fighter-ish. It's around that era.
Obsessed with time. Find him, or your own time may be short.
Wait, is that one? I'm trying to remember. Hang on. God of War.
Brush yourself off, girl. The Hatter shall see you at your best, after all.
I used to play those games. Good combat, but damn has some of the story elements aged very badly. I don't know if I could stomach some of the things that Kratos does to women in the in those games later on. Oh my god. There's a scene where he ties a woman to like a lever to like keep a door open. Opens the door, leaves her to get crushed to death. He uses her as a fucking doorpost. There's a reason that Kratos everything he does in the original trilogies is like what's the word I'm looking for? Reanalyzed in the new ones. Like, and Kratos feels like a terrible piece of shit. Like, for the whole, for the new God of War things, because he is. He was entirely driven by vengeance. In the original games, and had no respect for human beings or, like, anything at all. I say nothing of the random sex games where you would just bang women because, you know, video games. I can't play those games anyway anymore because the fucking quick time events, you mash so hard. Oh, those would break my hands because I have like atrophy in my hands. I cannot play those. Oh right, that's the Clockwork Bomb, I forgot. Broke the game there for a second. I used the wrong button. We got a new one. This is the Clockwork Bomb. You can use it to break open things and sit on things. You can also use it to stun enemies. But yeah, Dragon Hunter, if you do want to play this game, it is like $2 on Steam right now. Like, that's not hyperbole. I think... Give me 1 second. Yep, still $2, 80% off.
We'll all roast in our beds, Alice, for the sake of your father's unnatural devotion to printed paper. This horde of flammables wants only a malignant spark and poof, our flesh and blood is smoke and ash.
Alright. Oh wow, this door looks so much better with the texture mod I installed. These used to look so poor. The whole game just looks very nice now.
Our lovely library was a fire trap. A conflagration waiting to happen.
Yep, and you can even play the first game inside of it if you have technical know-how. You can download the first game and attach it into the game as a remaster. And that's what I did to play it on stream, actually. The first game would not be available on Steam or anywhere for purchase. You would get it online. Because it's so old, it's like year 2000. So technically you'd pay $2 to be able to play both games. I will warn you though, this is a lot spongier, like the combat is way spongier than this. I'm running upgraded weapons for this whole playthrough, so you'll have to do way more like back and forth attacking. But you probably would like that if you want combat, so that's fine. And there's also higher difficulties, of course. This is normal mode. But yeah, the weapons, they kill way quicker when you upgrade them, so... Enemies are spongier. Before then. I've just played this game so many times that I'm just like, I'll just play New Game Plus and I stream it.
No. Let's go try to wake. No. Bad dream. A blasted good night.
Hatter, I recall leaving you in a decrepit condition.
What?
Not in pieces.
Oh, it's you.
What's happened here? You've lost your hat, and some parts are missing.
Missing indeed, though things being what they are.
I barely missed their missing. As to what happened, you should know that better than I. It's your place after all. I know my place.
When did you ever know your place? Or how to keep it? Now what's going on?
That's going on. And round and up and down into my ears and through my eyes, up my nostrils, down my gullet and whining in my guts.
Papa was exceedingly fond of trains. I don't like them much.
You won't like this one at all. Nothing like when Mock Turtle was in charge of the Looking Glass line. This railroad's a bloody shambles. The stink is ferocious, the light blinding, the noise hellacious.
Quite, Tata. I get the idea. A bad train.
The world is upside down, Alice. Inmates run the asylum. No thanks. And worst of all, I'm left tealess.
Tragic. If I do help, will you help me in return?
Cross my heart, if I had one. Find my limbs and toss them into the chute. Machines will do the rest. Be on your way now, that's a good girl. Best way out is through the clock face.
Okay, I'm thinking this one is for the arms. You gotta go for... There's a game-breaking bug. You gotta go for the arms first. I think it'll tell you which ones are the arms. I must have done something wrong. Hang on. Oh, you got it. Okay, I see. Both of them. Yeah, aren't they? No, this is where you need to choose. Okay. Luckily, since I've played this game before, we have a chapter selection menu in case that happens, and we can just go back a chapter. Okay, I guess I'm just supposed to attack until it gets invulnerable again. Later on in the game, I just tend to use the teapot to kill everything because I get tired of fighting. But this is a playthrough, so I'm trying to keep things interesting. Okay. Oh, we're about to find out. Yeah, actually, I'll just double check which way Hatter's arms is. Oh, see ya, dragon! I think this may have been fixed with the recent patch, though. Oh, adds in 3 minutes? Okay, I'll move on after that. Okay, guess we'll just have to hope we don't get stuck. Okay. This way, I guess. Not a big deal. It's what, like another 30 minutes of gameplay if that happened.
A good worker is a live worker, free to live and work. A bad worker is a dead worker, and vice versa. Don't
Step to
be a bad
enlightenment,
worker.
brighten the way,
Bad
but the
workers
steps are steep.
slaves
Take them one
and
at a
dead.
time.
Payday for good workers has been postponed indefinitely. Payday for bad workers is cancelled. A good worker is a live worker, free to live and work. A bad worker is a dead worker, and vice versa. Don't be a bad worker. Bad workers are slaves and dead. Payday for good workers has been postponed indefinitely. Payday for bad workers is cancelled. A good worker is a live worker, free to live and work. A bad worker is a dead worker, and vice versa.
We got an iPod. Alright, ad starting in 32 seconds.
Wonderland detectives are puzzled over the quantity of teeth removed from unknown residents. Liz of Zed.
Just a little bit. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I always get the part with the good worker is the live worker thing stuck in my head. All right, we're back. Oh, trying to catch me off guard coming back into the stream, huh? Look at all these particle effects. What would high look like? Maybe they would just never leave the screen or something. Like how this disappears after a while, maybe it just sticks everywhere. Like that.
Gas laid on, Alice. Go to Brighton on what we save on beeswax, candles, and oil.
I'm so glad to see you, Spooky! Ah, you missed the start, it was so good. It's a really interesting opening. But yes, this is Madness Returns, as we were talking about. It's crazy because this game came out 11 years after the original Alice game, so the graphical difference is insane. Trying to remember where to go. There it is, okay. Ow. Oh no. I died and respawned, hang on. There we go, I can move again. It broke when I respawned in the wrong way.
The lever to cool the metal.
Will do. The Dormouse and the, I forgot what the other one are. They took over the Mad Hatter's, factory. The hair, I think? It's either the Dormouse or the hair. That's the annoying voice. I can't believe to some people this game is actually considered retro now. It is 15 years old. Hey, there's a little something over there.
Remember things. Don't curse the darkness or the cold.
You're welcome. Now, this game is actually quite good looking for an Unreal 3 game. Especially when you use some texture mods to fix them. I need to kill that thing. There we go. Alright, onward. Sometimes PC gaming is really complicated, but it's really nice to be able to go back and play games that are like really fun, but you know, with a new coat of paint for free or whatever. To say nothing of all the emulators. Man, that stutter is getting worse. I will definitely have to adjust that later. Oh, right. Moving on.
Your presence here is unwelcome. We have a mission to complete, and you are an intolerable annoyance. Some like it hot, but no one likes it this hot.
Ah, so that was the Dormouse. Gotta watch out for Hatter's superheated magma lake. Oh crap. Can't move. Wheels on wheels. That's a good one. I like that. If you cook him, he could be Meals on Wheels.
Fuck you, Dad.
Good night. You have a good night. Alright, gotta do this. Careful.
I've got the arms you need. Well, strictly speaking, the Hatter needs them. Well, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to crush you.
Ah, that's alright. Everybody needs this one. Oh, yeah, it's been 11 years since the last game. So.
Then the path less traveled is now impossible to negotiate. You can't reach me. No, not at all.
And it's running, for the time, it's running some really crazy tech for like physics and like particle effects all over the place. Because this came out in 2011. Okay. I think it still looks really good with just a, you know, a texture update, honestly. That's all, you know, just a texture mod. Still looks great.
A temporary setback, a minor hindrance, a trivial impediment. I'll just move along. I'll deal with you later, Alice. You'll never stop our grand plan.
Alice also had her original dress when I first started the game, but she changed out of it into this for this level, basically, is what happens. Each new area has a new dress. But she had the iconic, like, skull one with, like the one with the skull on the back and, like, just the standard Alice dress in the first level.
Mobility will make a nice change. Expect no thanks until I'm completely reconstructed. No resting on laurels, chiffoniers, chaise lounges, mean folding chairs, stools.
Oh, Hatter. But the game has, I'd say, less of a horror vibe at the start because of, Alice repaired Wonderland in her own mind, you know? Dealing with the fire and all that. But the Wonderland that was repaired is falling apart again. So instead of being in a Wonderland that is out to get you and, murderous all the time and really, really dark, it's like Wonderland falling apart and things falling to corruption. Because something is influencing Wonderland to get corrupted again. And that's the mystery of the game.
The dimensions of this desolate tract are unknown to all but the inhabitants.
Funny enough, Sage actually clipped that the first time I played this game. And anyway, as for this game, I haven't played this since I didn't even have an overlay or an avatar. Like the first time I played this game on stream, I didn't even have an avatar. That's hard to imagine, right, Spooky?
The industry thrives on suffering, obsolescence, and ruination, and it's made the East End into a privy. Consider simple farm life in Australia, perhaps. We might liquidate what remains of your inheritance.
Indeed, ancient times. I just missed that. I didn't know that this actually reflects. That's cool. The metal actually has like a reflective effect. And they really thought of everything with this game. It really had the AAA budget from EA. It's kind of like, you weren't here when I said this, but it's kind of like if you gave an indie game a AAA budget. But anyway, since you missed a couple of levels, the black slime kind of started to encroach on the world. Was what happened as you were playing through the Vale of Tears. That was like really pretty and stuff. These things started popping up, and then everything turned into this creepy, hellish, like red kind of area with like fog and fire and stuff. So the black slime is really important with these baby masks. These things with like, they're made of black slime and baby masks. Okay. They kind of look like doll faces. Yeah, one cool thing about this game is it uses something called physics, which a lot of games these days use now, but it used it in a way that's like over the top. I guess you can see like things fly out of enemies and they stay on the ground, and there's like a bunch of particles and stuff when you do jumps like this. Stuff like that. Or like when you shoot this, it makes the pepper fly into the air. Anyway. They used it in an artistic way. I enjoy that.
Insects eat their young, Alice. They have much to teach us. Alive or dead.
Oh, that's foreshadowing. Fucking Bumby. Hey, dodo birds. Did I finally find a new one? Let's see. Nope, already unlocked that. Damn it. I'm trying to find all the collectibles in this game because I have like 83%, and I've played it 4 times and I still don't have everything. This game is 15 hours long. It's a long game for a platformer. One thing I also really like about the game is it's got like, they used for physics, they have hair effects. So like, her hair like flies into the air when you're on these things and stuff. It's so pretty. If you can't tell, I really love aesthetics in video games. I'm not like a graphics hound in the traditional sense. I love art, art direction, and the usage of graphics to actually do something. To improve that art direction.
Hathorite's cage and the canary goes to sleep, Alice. Out like a snuffed candle. Sleeps the sleep of the just. Like Mama and Papa. After 10, they're unconscious.
But yeah, this game also has way more story than the first one in terms of like learning about Alice. You can find it in those like little glass things that you pick up.
Your dogged persistence will be rewarded with pain. I told you to cease and desist, but my warning goes unheeded. So without regret, you're about to feel like a lobster who's being tossed into the boiling pot.
Thought I died there for a second. But yeah, I like the Alice games as well because they have a very unique story. About a woman grappling with her mental health and like dealing with the callous world around her that doesn't care about her health.
Don't stop now!
Should have been a good indicator when I was overly invested in these games. Hindsight is 20/20. Did I go the right way? What's this back here? Can you go back here? Oh, no, 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 you can't. Whoa! Forgot about that. Game sometimes turns to 2D. For camera angles. That one. Gotta get this one over here. I hear that. Thanks for the redeem. forgot how much that flashes. Can you throw a fireball already? Instead of doing that, thank you. I cannot. Okay, I have to wait for the fireball, or I'm just gonna have to use. Oh, right. Oh, never mind, he's going. I was waiting ages for you to throw that stuff. Got it. Oh, just checking what time it is. Okay, we're 2 hours in. Well, technically 2 hours and a half. Well, actually it's more like 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's like the start of the stream was 30 minutes and then I had to reset everything because it started going red again. Where's the enemy? There is an enemy around here. I hate when that happens. It's gotta be one of those slime things. Might have to reset by death. Okay. Less. Yeah, no. Okay, reset. It must have like fallen off or something and we couldn't kill it. Happens. Game glitch.
Slime the slime slime watch out slime sis watch out.
Is it? I even have to reset the checkpoint. It's it like fell off or something. Definitely missing it. Okay. Oh god. Sends you all the way back here? Holy crap. Oh well. Yeah, I talked to you already. It'll just take a second. Gotta make sure we kill the small ones first then.
That's it. I can feel it surging. Faster, my fine feathered friends. Don't stop now.
Oh! Little wine. I do love her jump though. Honestly, the platforming in this game is really very fluid and fun for me. Like you get 3 jumps, and you can use those however you want to float around. I do find it funny how American McGee was the one who made this game, considering how well it does describe the story of, you know, Alice as a woman and all that, and the shit she goes through. So, you know, you can always have consultants for this stuff. I'm talking about the outside world story, by the way. You kind of missed that at the start. It actually goes into some stuff when she's in real life, and then she falls into Wonderland. It's like going through, like, therapy and stuff is what happens. And there are some, like, really disturbing, surreal images that show when she's talking to her quote-unquote therapist about what she's thinking about in her mind. Let's hope this works out right. If you don't start throwing fireballs, I'm going to cheat and use weapons from later on in the game. Okay? Okay.
I knew what black hour this was, as foretold by Mobius himself. The snake had made it clear to me what this might portend. I beheld Raziel awake with no explanation for this state.
Raziel, what dark pacts have you allowed yourself to become entangled in?
I have found myself shackled to this fell task, compelled unreluctantly to create a concoction of chocolate. A dessert fit for mortals.
It is 4 past the witching hour, and the cock is soon to crow. What could possibly possess you to craft chocolate pudding at this ungodly state?
Cain's question cut through my soul like a silver dagger enchanted with the darkest of magics. In an instant, my mind was flooded with torturous visions of all that had led me to this abysmal state of torment, twisting that infernal knife with the unbearable knowledge that now as ever I was powerless to escape my terrible destiny. The stirs of my spoon mimicked the eternal and unchanging revolutions of the wheel of fate, binding me and every other being in existence to a single immutable path. And while most of the wretched souls tied to that abominable wheel were blissfully unaware of their existential imprisonment, I was not so fortunate. No, I had been shackled with the burden of knowledge. It was all I could do to keep what remained of my spirit from falling into total despair as I turned to reply. Because I've lost Suddenly, I stopped, unable to utter the remaining words. Because I had lost control of my life. But how could I lose something that I had never truly possessed? Suddenly, laughter from the other room, mocking me. Mocking all that I had endured and all that I had yet to endure. Mocking existence itself. The rest of the world fell away. I could no longer perceive anything except that laughter, that horrible, horrible laughter. I could not bear it. Despair overwhelmed me. The spoon fell to the floor and I with it. I hoped this would be the final torment, that the horror of my existence would finally prove too strong to withstand, and my mind would shatter and disappear into final oblivion for all time.
You can see the Elder God having a questionable search history. Yeah, he really likes tentacles.
You think that can stop us? The merest trifle. Are we leaving now? You'll never catch me. Don't even try.
Raziel looks at his search history, just like, it's just all tentacle porn. There you go, have your limbs back, Hatter.
I've finished my work and you're complete, Hatter. Now, what about this damnable train?
I feel like a new man, or whatever I am. I feel like an unsprung spring, like an uncorroded gear, like an untarnished bit of metal that sticks in your eye.
Answer me,
Yes,
Hatter.
that's what I
I'm
said.
suffering,
I
and
thought
changes
he
here
probably
are
did have
cause,
consultants.
Or they're a reflection. Or the effect. What's going on? What are the new rules?
The law is just a whisper away home to wonder who knows how to measure rules with a ruler. Cruel rules.
Idiot. I should have left you in bits. Come, the least you can do is help me discover what's going on. Your enthusiasm for photography makes the library smell like rotted fruit. I'm certain these solutions are toxic.
I mean, you could always just text me in DMs on Discord.
These cockpits will be our macadam, our road into assemblage. Courage, Alice. I'll get this door open.
But yeah, Alice is probably one of my favorite female protagonists, just because she has agency, you know, like... Oh, okay. I mean, there is a whisper function, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Oh yes, I'm on a roll. It won't be long now.
Anyway, yeah, she's kind of snarky and fed up with everybody. And she has a lot of agency as a character in her own story. I mean, the bar is in hell, but I honestly think she's a pretty good one. She's not flawless and, like, perfect or anything, like, that singular problem that's going on. But well, if you have a PC, Spooky, it's on sale for $2. Anyway. But, that's what makes her interesting. He's a prickly person who's gone through it.
Follow me.
And I get why this might be more your thing, because the original game was more retro and had less, like, cutscenes in it.
This feels like an earthquake.
It was more like,
What's happening?
Do I really look like I know?
third-person
Your
shooter with a
judgment
story
must be
attached to it.
severely impaired.
This one has more of a story, and the characters are more characters. Kinda? I don't know. I'd say they're about equal except for certain ones. I sometimes prefer the surreal and dark nature of the first game over the Wonderland falling into corruption vibe, but it's honestly, it's any given day which one I prefer. It shifts back and forth. Oh, that's down there. Like, where's that noise come from? Oh, it's just him speaking insane things. There it is. Okay. How did I miss that? I first played this on, well, technically my first taste of this game was on a PC. It was the first time I ever played a AAA, like, high graphics game on a PC. And then I got it on the 360. Played it a few times on there. A couple times on there, and I played it like twice on PC. That's definitely one of my favorite games, like the series in general. The crazy thing was, even on the 360, you could actually play the PC American McGee's Alice version. Like, you could get that as DLC for the game. I was very surprised to see that. There's the train. So what's going on with Discord? Is it like your internet or something?
Are those two quaking? What are they up to?
You'll never stop us, silly Hatter and Alice. It's left. You're too
The
late.
insolence, the arrogance, the execrable table manners. They are destroyers of Wonderland, defilers, denuders, derangers, delightful,
Did they actually create that infernal train to destroy Wonderland?
What does that matter? They deserve to die. Ah! Put me down this instant! I ought to...
Enough talk. Battle time, Missy.
I hate this so much that this happens. They were going to have a boss fight, but then this happens instead because EA was just like, no.
Forget the past. The damage is done.
Let the madness begin! Resume the folly! Precious domain. And the guests. All I really wanted was another tea party.
Please, Hatter, you promised. Where is that train going? What's its purpose? Tell me, now.
There's no time for whatever it is you want to talk about. It's time for tea. Talk trains with Turtle. He ran the Looking Glass line. Come on, you lot. We can still be friends. I've got a fine Darjeeling. Drink, drink.
My memories are shattered. I'm trying to collect the pieces, and I now believe the train impedes me. You must help me. You promised.
Ask the one who helps them what helps themselves. Whoever that is.
Very pithy. He deserved to die. And I'm about to drown in tea, in ignorance.
Caught me very own river nymph.
Saints be praised that he works in mysterious ways. Got plans for her.
Take her over to the Mangled Mermaid. Rent a bed.
Hard to woo a girl, Mr. Brawl.
What do you think you're doing?
What comes natural like?
Not natural to me. Get away. The white cat reminds me of my snowdrop. Nanny knew her.
Bit of a pea soup tonight, eh, Jake?
Yeah, we want to be out in this muck.
Afraid of the dog?
We got 2 doing this morning. Gets any worse, they're not going to make it.
I know what you mean. I'm the very soul of charity if I don't have to lift a finger for it.
Let's slip out the back. Quaff a pint at the bank. Tart with some rough edges. Likes everything rough, I'll wager.
A handsome offer, but I've got an appointment with another man.
Well, girl, how hard do you want to make this?
You should know that doctor says I've a terrible disease. Where's me money, you fucking spag bucket?
Get those fat-assed whores out on the street, or I'll come up and brain
Sod
you.
off, you cocker-snipe. You'll never get past Long Tim.
I'll get what you and your floozies owe me, Miss Ladybird. See if I don't.
Maybe you notice I'm not pissing me drawers at the prospect. Alice Liddell, you'll make a nice change. Bring your dishevelled self up here.
Man, better than the dude. And there were some people who theorized that certain aspects of this game's story were influenced by, the myths and rumors around Lewis Carroll and his, what's the word I'm looking for? Infatuation with Alice as a child. The real Alice Liddell.
You won't give me what I want? I'll burn this dump of yours down to the ground.
Go away. She's done no harm.
She hurt me feelings.
Yeah, it will get disturbing later on. I'm gonna put a content warning. Like, really disturbing.
Out like a snuffed candle. Sleeps the sleep of the
Yeah, I had this discussion with Haya, Spooky, with Hyacinth Night Rapid. Because Haya also is a fan of this game. And is also aware of the weirdness around Lewis Carroll. Like I said, I did warn you, Spooky, that the themes might be really heavy in case that's too much for you. Because I know that you have a thing about that. Okay, ads. Alright. Now, I'm back. Now.
Does your car have gas? Does it burp in the morning? Try Nuno-Propylene.
No, my car does not burp in the morning. Well, don't worry, the themes for that, we're not gonna get into those, what do you call it? Until, I don't know, like 10 more hours probably. No, maybe more like, oh, it's gonna be a couple streams. It's the ending. The ending is where they really throw the curveball at you, what happened. And so you'll be fine, you know, you can prepare yourself for like a couple weeks. Or at least a week, depending on how long it takes to get through this, but we've only got 3 hours in the game tonight, so it's gonna be, you know, my hands are doing kind of shitty because I'm stuck wearing some clothes that are giving me allergies. So I'm not playing for like 4 hours tonight. I love that art right there with the moon, with the hookah that turns into the Aurora Borealis. That's so cool. It also specified that the perpetrator gets what's coming to them. If that helps. Okay. You have obtained the Hobby Horse. Destroy all obstacles with unbridled power. Smash through the opposition. A smashing hit. And now I can use the Hobby Horse more often. It's kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? I've been using it a little bit. I try not to use weapons from before you unlock them, but it sometimes, it's muscle memory, you know? Ding ding. I think I already spent all my teeth. Yeah. Could always use extra weapons if I want to make this interesting for myself. There's some DLC ones. Yeah, I can't really think of too many games besides this one that are really disturbing enough to warrant a content warning on my screen. I'm just normally not a person who plays games that are super disturbing. This is just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Weirdly a comfort game for me, even though it's so disturbing, because I've played it so many times and I relate to themes inside of it. Anyway. Oh, hello, Raider! 19 viewer raid. Wow, that's crazy. Worst print ever. Worst print ever. You could be like, yeah, whatever. 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 Hello, raiders. Thank you for raiding me. I am Nocturnal Breeze. I do gaming on Friday. No. Karaoke on Fridays. Gaming on Saturdays. And normally a radio stream on Sundays. But I had trouble on Saturday, so we're doing the gaming today instead. We've been playing for almost a few hours now. Thank you for the raid, though. Thank you, Macoon Apples. And hello, the book cover. We are playing Alice Madness Returns. We've been playing for a little bit. How was your stream? It was chaotic. What did you play? Like, what'd you do?
Remember to stay hydrated.
Yes, normally Pony Radio on Sundays. Cult of the Lamb, okay. I played Cult of the Lamb a lot. I got stuck at the end a little bit. I have some problems with my hands that make the ending boss really difficult because there's a lot of mashing and I have like some muscular issues with my hands. Oh yeah, no, the last boss of Cult of the Lamb is difficult, for sure. I do need to get back to that game eventually. Maybe I'll use like a macro or something to get me through it. Even this game, technically. It's really funny that you say that. I made a joke about that 2 years ago when like I was streaming and I was like really small, barely any followers. So somebody else got that too, I guess. That's nice. Makes me feel like I wasn't just being a weirdo. That was like so long ago that I was streaming before I even had an avatar. Like I was completely like just the screen game, no layout, no avatar. That was so long ago, I was a dude. That is my favorite joke to use for metrics of time. Oh, Radula room. That's a challenge room. First time you see him, I think. Well, maybe not the first time. I think there's still some at the start of the game. It's just this is the first time you see one without looking.
Ah, there you are, Alice. How is the Queen of Hearts like a typhoon?
Both are indiscriminately destructive, both are cruel, and both are powerful in all ways, but the typhoon doesn't mean to be.
Righto.
Yeah, this game came out in like 2011, I think. It's a sequel to the year 2000 PC game American McGee's Alice. American McGee was gonna make a third game, but unfortunately EA told him to go fuck himself, essentially. Kept the rights for the game, said we're just going to sit on them and not make any games with them, but you can't make any. Because EA is horrible. Otherwise, we would have gotten another Alice game, and it would have been kind of horror-focused in the asylum. I wish.
Says to Dr. Bumble, says, model makings are fine and good, but a waste of a perfectly good bottle. I could fill it with gin for threepence.
Oh hey, I found a new memory. I played this game 4 times. And I'm still finding memories. Hooray indeed, Ornus. That was a big fish. Trying to remember where to go next. He's down that way. There he is.
You better come aboard, Alice. We're doomed, of course.
What? There's no hope then?
Oh, there's an infinite amount of hope, but not for us. Now get up here. Confounded beasts. They want my ship.
I think you're more to their taste.
Never. We're almost relatives.
You're related to Soup, Admiral.
I've an idea. We'll leave this mayhem and go to Carpenter's show. It's better than Gaff. Carpenter promises what we don't take seriously can't harm us.
Best dive now, Admiral, or the sharks will have us for lunch.
Moon gives 0 fuck. Yeah, it's just smoking its hookah. That feels a bit like a Darius twin nod. Lost a piece of health. Oh man, that screen shake is vicious. Guess we'll be playing until 2. May as well. Oh, thank you.
Ow! My body aches all over. We submerged too quickly.
My ship's a wreck, and I am too.
Admirals go down with their ships. In any case, I never knew you for a sailor. If memory serves, you were station master of the Looking Glass line.
Sacked from the railroad without the option. Redundant, the nitwit said. Never a holiday. Loyal as a bulldog. Going in a different direction, my Aunt Fanny, if I had one. Going off the rails more like. Bloody disaster. Now I'm shipless. The old railroad's dead. And this new thing's a monstrosity. It never runs on time. Engineers asleep at the switch. What I don't know about it can't hurt me. Say no more. Nod's as good as a wink. Change the subject. We avoid speaking about the thing whose name should not be spoken.
Hearing something useful about this new train would make for a change?
You don't respect the suffering of others. Go ask your questions and smart remarks to Caterpillar.
I'm sorry, Admiral, really. Please, tell me what you know about the train.
I'll just say we've escaped a contaminating corruption. Count yourself lucky to be down here.
But I don't want to escape. I want to stop it. I must stop it to save myself. And Wonderland too.
Nonsense. Speak more nonsense. Diversions rule the day. The show must go on and so on. Speaking of shows...
We weren't.
Yeah, well, never mind. Here's a ticket for the show Carpenter's mounting. Use it.
I love how this entire level takes place underwater, you know. where underwater levels usually suck, but the way they did this was it's just underwater and you're just walking around. You don't have to swim or anything.
Scoundrel is fitted with grotesque headgear. If I have ever owned an accessory that unseemly, I'd burn it, destroy all evidence of it, and deny its existence. I value my reputation.
Yeah, I'm technically, it's complicated for me. I'm technically transbian, but like, with an asterisk for 10% of men who could be feminine as hell. No, I just used the lesbian one. I actually have an avatar with lesbian socks. So basically, you're the opposite. You're the same, vibe, but like on the other end. I get it. I get it. No, I am a super gay transbian. I get that. The other gays fear my gay. Oh, thank you. I have a few actually. They're all the same character technically, but I have like an anthro version that's like this one. And then I have a pony version that's like this, that is kind of like this, but like in like bat stocks and stuff. And then I have a pastel pony one that I normally use for radio streams that I'm gonna be getting an anthro of at some point. It's fun because like I started with the pony ones. Oh, hold on, died. I started with the pony ones. But then I wanted the anthro ones because they're just really affirming as like a trans femme. Like I keep getting anthros made because it's just super affirming to have them. Thank you, Spooky. An NB friend of mine actually invited me over. They're like, we should have a girls' night. I'm just like, wait, girls' night? What do you mean, girl? You're NB, but like, I'm just like, I guess it's the vibe. You can make it a girls' night any way you want. Oh, I have plenty of what's the word I'm looking for? Feminine markers. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Seeing it in a more humanoid form, it really is more affirming that way. Even though, even more complications, I'm Therian, so that's fun. But, I don't know, certain aspects of, anatomy are just like, your brain is just like, I'm sorry, I'm stopping the game for a second. Yes. Your brain is just like, that's feminine. When you look at that, you're just, that's feminine. So it really helps me with my, like, affirmation. But, I will show you, hold on, I got a bunch of, different ones. Let me just do, and since we were talking about this, I have a way to do this. Where are you? There you go. that is the same one, but I can fix that. I have a few reactives that I use. Yeah. Authorize. Here is the kind of original one. Pikmin. That's cool. This is the original one that I was using before I went to Anthro. And I really like it. It's still very feminine. It's just like, the Anthro one just like hit me in a way that was just like, oh my god. Yeah. Like, oh my god. I'm a cute girl now. Yeah, like anyway, and this is the karaoke version that I used to use as well. It's got like a mic and everything. And then let's see. This is Pastel Breeze with multiple variants. I use this for pony streams. There's the lesbian socks. Oh, you have so many versions. You gave yourself a dino form. That's cool. That's cool. And then this is also, if you ever feel like getting snarky with someone who disses theory. And this is also another version of the lesbian socks that I made, actually colored after multiple lesbian ponies from the show, after I like made a lesbian flag from like the headcanon to lesbian ponies, essentially. And so they're on the colors of the socks. It's like Sunset, Starlight, Trixie, Rainbow Dash, and I think Lyra. It just those were the colors that really worked the best for the flag / socks. So I went with them. And now we will go back to the intro. Badu. There we go. Yes, I created an entirely new flag for the lesbian pony.
Nuggies are for the dishonored. Nuggies are for weak souls, too craven to seize destiny and claim the tendies they are owed.
I always forget about that. That's DWK, if you've ever heard DWK. He's kind of an old school YouTuber from the era of like edgy internet. And an old school brony. But he goes by I don't remember. I can't remember, but he's a VTuber now, actually.
I was the last one in the library the night of the fire. The log I added to the grate was dead when I went upstairs to bed with Dinah. If it wasn't, I may be responsible for my family's deaths.
I noticed the music didn't stop from the level when it went into the cutscene. Ah, PC ports. Anyway. Yeah, it is 2 AM. I totally get it. I'll be stopping soon around 2 anyway. So don't worry. You have a good night. Thank you for coming in. I loved having a chat with you about all that stuff. Hey, Bernie! Hello, Bernie! Yeah, everything's been going pretty good after I fixed the internet. It kind of went a little bit haywire at the start, but then I swapped servers and it worked again. I got like a 19 viewer raid just a little while ago, so that was nice. Really appreciated that. And we had a fun talk about queer stuff. I died. I thought I could save that. I could not. I have not attached the content warning to the stream yet because we haven't reached the point where it's necessary. But I will next time. Not because it will be necessary yet, but because I don't want to forget to attach it, so I'm going to try and get in the habit of it. Because I told Spooky about it. And it is one of Spooky's, like, triggers, so... Okay. This right here feels so odd. It's like looking out into the end of a video game, like, yeah, like, there's nothing there. Trying to see if there's anything. I think that's it. Just a bunch of teeth, it looks like. I don't see any stuff you can hit. Yeah, you say you'll be fine, but I'm just warning you. The visual metaphors are really blatant. It's the end of the world and I feel fine. Yeah, I knew that was a like an alternative band. I just couldn't remember which one. I love the whale calls they have in here, like that part of the soundtrack.
What lies beneath this patina of civility? Something wicked, I'll wager.
Huh. That's fun. Hello. How are you doing? It's the fish people. Got him. He just blipped out of existence. Yeah, sometimes they do that. That's probably a glitch.
Most theatricals and gaffs are unsuitable for young persons. Punch and Judy dust-ups are no more than vulgar domestic arguments.
Hello. Calendrew?
There's no time to waste. There's no time at all.
And there's so many of them. Just barely made it.
Come, Alice, don't dawdle. You've already missed the train.
You never see the rabbit except for here, honestly. That took a lot of health off me. Ooh, extra, something I haven't unlocked yet. Don't know what it was, but I don't have it yet. Very late indeed. Oh yeah, I love how it glows like that. Yeah, the neon glow on like all that. It's like on the ruffles and just across there. Oh, hang on. It doesn't just glow. It literally... They move. That's so cool. They actually like move up the dress like almost like I'm trying to think what the like lights, like LEDs almost. The dress is alive.
What lies beneath this patina of civility? Something wicked, I'll wager.
I was just saying what he did last time. Okay. He's right though. That is so creepy, like, ugh. This game is creepy in a different way. Ah, speaking of creepy. love the bubble effect though. And how they like actually stick on the screen and stuff. They're like actually physical. Kind of like how BioShock did it. Oh, okay. I missed that jump so bad. I broke the physics for a second. It was the stutter that threw me off. Try to get this. There we go. Nope. Okay. That stutter, it's killer. There we go. That jump's a little harder to make. Oh, there's a snout around here somewhere. Oh yeah, that's something you can do to find items, actually. They draw on chalk. Like when you use Shrink Sense, they'll have chalk drawings to tell you where something is nearby. I'm glad I moved this stream up so that Spooky could see this game. It's like we listen to pony music like every single week. So it's okay to skip it once. Ooh, that is far away. Where is it? Do let me know and I'll clip it myself.
Epidermis was singed to the third layer, and the rest of the skin was as brittle as carp scales.
Ah, sad. I'm actually a big fan of platforming games. They're like the one genre where you don't just like go around shooting everything, or it's not turn-based RPG or like RPG. Well, I'd say one genre. I mean, yes, I am shooting things occasionally, but that's because this is a hybrid platformer. I love platformers where it's just non-violent and or you just like hit things with like your umbrella, like Hat in Time or whatever. It's comfy. But I also just like fluid platforming in general. I'm a fan of stuff that feels good to play. And this has very fluid controls. Yeah, hopefully we can get some clips out of this game. You alright there, bud? You doing okay? You're, you don't look so good. Your monocle is, on your eyeball.
Ah, Alice! Delighted to see you again, my dear. Your arrival is filled with fortunatality itself.
Really? I didn't even know.
My pregnant show is about to pop. It requires only a medicament of your help velocity.
I don't have much experience, but I do need to reconstruct my...
We can barter. Have a nice screwdriver, nearly new, or a nice hammer if you're...
There's a train that's corrupting Wonderland, and I'm looking for help to restrain or destroy it.
Most vexatious, no doubt, will address that monstrosity directly. That's to say, eventually. Now, let's intermediate more important matters.
Okay, I get you.
Hysterical foul-ups, some of the show's requisites need to be gathered. The munificent script needs fetching. The writer's overly imaginative and exploring several endings. Then you'll need to assemble the show's tune-deft music. And finally, gather our stars! The show's tasteful performers. You should leave now. The essentiality of haste is essential.
It hardly seems you're ready for the show. Why can't you assemble these things yourself?
An impresario has arrangements. Ducks in a row, fish to fry, calls to Newcastle, etc., etc. Fetch the script from the writer, then we can batter or clatter or natter as the case may be.
Is the writer cantankerous?
To a personage of your distinguished repudiation, I blush at the notionality. He's an octopus, by the by. Lives over that way. Ta-ta.
Alright, let's see how long we've been playing. Oh, yep, add soon. And we've been playing for 3 hours. I think this is a good stopping point because this is a fetch quest kind of thing where you have to get each thing to bring back to him, so. Good time to stop. Technically, we've been playing 3 hours and 30 minutes, Ornis, but that's just, I'm just looking to see if there's anything I want to use. These are completely busted, but they're fun. Yeah, I'll stick with, we'll look into that later. There we go. Okay. Woo! Ah, stretching. Alright, let's see who is available to raid out to.
Remember, reality is an illusion, the universe is a hologram. Buy gold, buy!
Thanks for the redeem again. Sasha Kainako is playing Minecraft. 40 viewers. I always read out to Artship, so I guess I'll read out to Sasha this time. That is a lot of viewers. I feel intimidated. Oh well. Very cozy, you know, streamer, so. Alright. that'll be it for stream. Thanks for coming in, Ornis and Bernie, and trying to think. Hold on, let me dismiss this ad. I gotta read everything again. Oh, not this again. I like to check and thank everybody who came in, or anybody who chatted necessarily. Thanks for coming in, Ornis, Bernie, Spooky, and Book Cover and Macoon Apples for the raid, especially. And also Hyper and Dragon Hunter. Thank you, Ornis, for helping me with that. Alright. And anybody who came in on the raid and stuck around. I appreciate that too. Alright. Bye!